This is the Omni Hoverboard built by Alexandru Duru. And in this video, we're going to break down exactly what components he used and how he built it. Alexandru was on the front cover of the May-June 2016 issue of Popular Science magazine. He also delivered the ball at the Portuguese Cup in May of 2017. And maybe some of you guys will recognize him from this video from the Detroit Auto Show in 2022, when he actually tumbled into the water. But for some reason, Alexandru's Omni Hoverboard seems to be mostly forgotten about, and instead, the only thing that anyone recognizes is Hunter Kowald's SkySurfer Aircraft, which he developed several years after Alexandru developed his. And in my opinion, Hunter derived a lot of inspiration from Alexandru's Omni Hoverboard because they look very, very similar. So as we break down the parts that were used in building this, I have to give a shout out to this guy, Nowhere Near Here, who made a thread on rcgroups.com and did most of the work for me years ago. Actually, in 2017, you can see, is when he asked this question and took a whole bunch of screenshots, all of which I've saved, and then I found a few more of my own. And then there were other people that contributed in this thread trying to identify what components were used. Some of them were wrong, some of them were right. So yeah, we're going to go through those together. First of all, I'm just going to say this is the most Jimmy rigged looking thing that you ever saw in your life. But he was just using the parts that he had at the time. I mean, this was like 10 years ago. Okay, let's actually pause that for a second. Right back here. Look at this. That's handwriting on a handcrafted carbon fiber propeller that he made. And not only that, but if you look closely at the entire frame, it's molded by hand out of carbon fiber, which is just amazing. Here's another image. You can see kind of the end of one of the arms. Yeah, there's duct tape all over it. And here's another video where you can see all of the duct tape all over his batteries right in the middle there, which is hilarious. And by the way, I'm going to link all these videos in the description, so you guys can go watch them if you want, because there's a lot of really cool videos of him flying this thing around. But to top it all off, look at this thing that he made to control it with. It's literally a pair of pliers that he squeezes to like go higher. And here's an up-close picture of that from Popular Science. But I just want to clarify that I mean absolutely no disrespect when I say that this is Jimmy rigged, because I do exactly the same thing. And I don't know, it takes a certain skill by itself to be able to make do with what you have. So I actually do respect him for that. Okay, so we're going to start with the motors. As you already saw on this video that I showed a minute ago, you can see that these are Turnigy brand, or Turnigy, I don't know how you want to call it, but like all of his parts are this brand. So just, if I'm saying it wrong, get over it. So it's Turnigy brand RotoMax 1.60. So I went ahead and looked that up. So here it is on the Hobby King website. Unfortunately, this is actually discontinued, so you can't go and buy it if you want. Also, I'm going to say that all of these components that I'm showing you are from presumably his first prototype. I know that he has made another one since, and it looks a little bit different. So this is all the stuff they used to make it the first time. Also, there was some argument going on in the thread. Maybe I'll pull that up real quick. So you can see right here with what I've highlighted that basically these people were talking about how these motors are definitely not made to lift this much weight. But basically the conclusion that they reached was that Alexandru was probably pushing these motors past their rated specs, which motors can do that for a limited time for sure. So that's probably what he was doing, because it's pretty clear in the video that this is what he was using, the Turnigy motors. And other people on the internet were arguing that this is fake, but there are just way too many videos of this for it to be fake. So back to the motor. Here's the Turnigy RotoMax 1.60. It's $180 a piece, and he had 8 of them on his hoverboard, which comes out to a total of just over $1,400 for the motors themselves. All right, now let's move on to the ESCs, and I'm going to reference this image that was linked in the discussion on the RC Groups thread. So this is the ESC that he's using. It's not a super clear image. There's not a super clear image of these anywhere in here, anywhere in any of the videos I've gone through and looked. But yeah, this is probably the best one up here. So in that thread, people were talking and they identified it as the Turnigy K-Force 120 amp ESC. And I agree with this. You can see that it has 3 blue wires. It's got 3 capacitors on one end. Yeah, I mean, this is with the casing removed. So you can see that in the image here. You've got your 3 blue wires. You have your 3 capacitors, which you can just barely make out. Right here, the cable comes out, is where the cable comes out of it for the signal. And that's exactly what it looks like right here, where the signal wires come out. So yeah, here is that ESC, which has also been discontinued, unfortunately. Of course, this is showing it with the case on. And like the guys in the thread mentioned, Alexandru had taken the case off and put some kind of plastic casing around it himself. So this is it, 115 bucks a piece. He had 8 of them. So that comes out to a total of just over $900 for all of his ESCs. Okay, so now we're moving on to the batteries, and this one was a little bit trickier. You can see, here they are. He's got 16 batteries. They have blue plastic around the outside of them. You can kind of see it there. There's only one image that actually shows what it is, and you kind of have to infer a few things. So you can see it says 5.0. These are also Turnigy batteries. So that 5.0, you can see up here, because this one was a little bit unclear, that 5.0 means 5,000 milliamp hours. It's a 65C battery. You can see right here, I don't know why they couldn't pick up on this on the thread, because they were all saying it was 6S, but this is a 5S battery because it has 18.5 volts, which you can also see up here. So this was actually the trickiest part to identify because nobody got it quite right on that thread. And I cannot find any record anywhere on the internet that this thing ever existed. This exact model, at least. I think they've changed like the wrapping or the whatever you call it, the plastic shrink thing on the outside, the label, because nothing looks like this battery. This is the closest one that I have found. It's a Turnigy battery, 5,000 milliamp hour. It says 35 to 70C. So his were 65C. That's another reason why I think that they just changed the labeling on it. So they're actually on sale right now, but the normal price is $53. So it would have come out to a total of about $850 for 16 of these batteries. So like I said about the frame, it's custom carbon fiber. There are some images. I went through this years ago because I was trying to kind of copy this thing. But you can see that in some of the videos that are online that the carbon fiber frame is not like perfectly symmetrical. So you can tell that it was custom made. Also, the propellers, when I was going through these videos years ago, I used some... Basically, I threw like some images like this one. I can't remember if it was this exact one. I just threw it in like Fusion 360 and used some measuring tools to like compare the length of a propeller to something that I could tell the actual size of, like the ESCs, for example, because those dimensions are publicly available on the internet, and so you can like compare, the size. Anyway, the best that I could find and like figure out is that these propellers are probably 21 inches, but of course they're custom made, so we can't really tell. So I mean, that's pretty much all we got. It looks like his flight controller is like taped on right here. I can't really tell. So there's obviously a limit to what components we can identify just by looking at YouTube videos. But I mean, we did pretty good, right? Of course, with the help of those people on the thread. But I have no idea what flight controller he's using. If any of you guys have any idea, if you can like zoom in on this, and I just, there's not enough information for me to work on, to work with. So I'm not even going to take a hunch at that. But anyway, this is a super cool build. I think it would be a blast to fly around on something like this. So I hope this video was helpful. Again, I just want to kind of give a disclaimer that this is for educational purposes. I don't recommend that you copy anything that you see in this video or on the internet about these kinds of things for that matter. You can learn from them. Of course, if you decide to build something that is at your own risk, and be careful, make sure you're educated. Yeah, I'm not going to give any advice on how to do that. I'm just showing you the parts, and you can do what you want with it, but this is for educational purposes only. Just want to make sure I make that clear. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about parts or you have other thoughts about it, you can let me know in the comments, or even better, you can hop on the Discord server, which I'm going to have linked below. It's been growing, so that's awesome. I think we're up to like 14 people now. So thank you guys for getting on there. And there's a lot of really talented people on there that have their own builds and stuff. Also, I have made a Google Sheets spreadsheet with all this information in it and more stuff that I didn't put in the video. I think it's really useful if you guys are interested in that. I'm actually going to throw it up on my Patreon, which is still brand new. And as of this time of recording, I don't have anyone on there, so that's fine or whatever. I'm not asking for money. I just... If you guys want to support building bigger and cooler stuff on this channel, I would so much appreciate the support, but I'm not going to beg you for it. But if you want access to that spreadsheet, it's $5 a month for my Patreon, and you can have access to all the spreadsheets every single time I make a video like this. So thanks again, you guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.